Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Sigiriya. According to the ancient Sri Lankan chronicle the Kulamza, this site was selected by King Kashyapa for his new capital. He built his palace on the top of this rock and decorated its sides with colorful frescoes. On a small plateau about halfway up the side of this rock he built a gateway in the form of an enormous lion. The capital and the royal palace were abandoned after the king's death. It was used as a Buddhist monastery until the 14th century. Sigiriya today is a UNESCO-listed World Heritage Site. Sigiriya is considered to be one of the most important urban planning sites of the first millennium, and the site plan is considered very elaborate and imaginative. The plan combined concepts of symmetry and asymmetry to intentionally interlock the man-made geometrical and natural forms of the surroundings. On the west side of the rock lies a park for the royals, laid out on a symmetrical plan. The park contains water-retaining structures, including sophisticated surface/subsurface hydraulic systems, some of which are working today. The south contains a man-made reservoir. These were extensively used from the previous capital of the dry zone of Sri Lanka. 5 gates were placed at entrances. The more elaborate western gate is thought to have been reserved for the royals. Although the frescoes are classified as in the Anuradhapura period, the painting style is considered unique, the line and style of application of the paintings differing from Anuradhapura paintings. Mirror wall. Originally this wall was so highly polished that the king could see himself whilst he walked alongside it. Made of brick masonry and covered in highly polished white plaster. They wrote poetry on varying subjects such as love, irony, and experiences of all sorts. This is the only evidence of poetry found in the Anuradhapura period. The gardens of the Sigiriya city are one of the most important aspects of the site, as they are among the oldest landscaped gardens in the world. The water gardens are built symmetrically on an east-west axis. They are connected with the outer moat on the west and the large artificial lake to the south of the Sigiriya rock. The Kulamza describes King Kashyapa as the son of King Datusana. Kashyapa murdered his father by walling him up alive and then usurping the throne which rightfully belonged to his half-brother Moggallana, Datusana's son by the true queen. There are references in the graffiti to 500 ladies in these paintings. Most have been lost forever. More frescoes, different from those on the rock face, can be seen elsewhere, for example on the ceiling of the location called the Cobra Hood Cave. All the pools are also interlinked using an underground conduit network fed by the lake, and connected to the moats. The Kulamza describes King Kashyapa as the son of King Datusana. Kashyapa murdered his father by walling him up alive and then usurping the throne which rightfully belonged to his half-brother Moggallana, Datusana's son by the true queen. The boulder gardens consist of several large boulders linked by winding pathways. The gardens extend from the northern slopes to the southern slopes of the hills at the foot of Sigiriya's rock. Most of these boulders had a building or pavilion upon them. There are cuttings that were used as footings for brick walls and beams. They were used to be pushed off from the top to attack enemies when they approached. Sigiriya, considered by some as the 8th wonder of the world, the site is both a palace and a fortress. Sufficient remains to provide the visitor with a stunning insight into the ingenuity and creativity of its builders.